Beloved, within you lies the limitless potential to create a life filled with wealth, joy, and fulfillment. The secret is simpler than you think. It begins with 6 words that hold the power to transform your reality. Say it aloud and feel its truth. These words awaken your innate divinity. To receive abundance, you must first accept your worthiness. You are not a beggar in this universe, you are its co-creator. Speak these words as if they are the law of your being. Abundance does not exist in a far-off place or a distant future. It is here now. Claim it boldly in your imagination, and the physical world must conform. What you focus on expands. Stop magnifying lack or limitation, for they are illusions. Instead, choose to see every challenge as an opportunity. Every delay is preparation for something greater. The moment you give thanks, you invite more reasons to be thankful. Gratitude unlocks the floodgates of abundance. Do not wait for evidence. Feel gratitude now, as if your desires have already materialized. Your actions are the embodiment of your beliefs. Move through life as though you already have all you desire. Speak, dress, and act as the abundant being you are, and the world will mirror it back to you. Let go of the how and the when. Do not strive or struggle, instead surrender. Trust that the unseen forces of the universe are aligning everything for your highest good. These 6 words are not merely affirmations, they are commands. Speak them with conviction, feel their resonance within you, and act as if they are already true. In doing so, you align yourself with the infinite storehouse of abundance that is your birthright. The life you desire is not outside of you, it is within you, waiting to be expressed. You are the creator of your reality. Abundance is not something you chase, it is something you claim. Let these 6 words become the cornerstone of your being, and watch as the universe rushes to fulfill your declaration. These 5 simple words carry profound truth, yet they are often the hardest to accept. To declare your worthiness is not just an act of speaking, it is an act of transformation. It is a shift in consciousness from seeing yourself as separate, lacking, or undeserving to recognizing that you are a divine being inherently connected to the infinite source of abundance. This declaration is the key to unlocking the doors of prosperity, joy, and fulfillment that have always been waiting for you. So often, people struggle with the belief that they are not enough. They carry wounds from the past, words unspoken, love withheld, opportunities missed. They mistakenly associate their worth with their external achievements, physical appearance, or the approval of others. But worthiness does not depend on any of these things. It is not something you earn, it is something you realize. It is a truth that has existed since the beginning of your existence. When you say you are affirming your right to participate fully in the abundance of life, you are declaring that you no longer subscribe to the limiting beliefs that have kept you small. You are stepping into a new identity, one that understands that receiving is as natural as giving. To feel deserving is to align yourself with the flow of the universe. Think of a river. It does not question whether it is worthy of reaching the ocean. It flows naturally, effortlessly, carrying within it the promise of its destination. Similarly, your worthiness is inherent. The only thing that blocks the flow of abundance is the belief that you are not enough. These beliefs are not truths but illusions, often inherited from societal conditioning, familial patterns, or personal experiences. When you embrace your worthiness, you allow yourself to receive not only material abundance but also love, joy, peace, and fulfillment. This does not make you selfish or greedy. On the contrary, it makes you a vessel through which blessings can flow. When you receive, you are empowered to give, and in giving, you create a cycle of abundance that benefits all. But declaring your worthiness is not merely an intellectual exercise, it must be felt. Close your eyes and imagine the life you desire. Picture yourself receiving it fully, without hesitation or guilt. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement. This feeling is the evidence of your worthiness. It is the vibration that aligns you with the reality you seek to experience. It is also important to act as though you are worthy. Walk with confidence, speak with assurance, and take actions that reflect the truth of your worth. Surround yourself with people and environments that uplift you, and let go of anything that diminishes your sense of self. It is not just a statement, it is a way of being. It is the foundation upon which all abundance is built. When you truly believe it, you will find that the universe responds in kind, showering you with blessings far beyond what you could have imagined. You are worthy simply because you exist. It is already mine. These words hold a truth that transcends the limitations of the physical world. They are not mere affirmations, but a declaration of the fundamental nature of existence. The abundance you seek, the dreams you long for, and the fulfillment you crave do not exist somewhere outside of you waiting to be attained. They are already present within you, woven into the fabric of your being. To claim something as your present reality is to acknowledge that you and the object of your desire are not separate. This understanding begins with a shift in perception. Most people live as though their desires are far away, as if they are striving to reach a distant goal. This mindset creates a constant sense of lack, a gap between where they are and where they wish to be. But the truth is that there is no gap. The moment you desire something, it is born within you. Consider the nature of imagination. When you close your eyes and envision yourself living the life of your dreams, holding the wealth you desire, experiencing the love you long for, or enjoying perfect health, where is that vision? It is within you, alive and vibrant. That is the seed of your reality, already existing in the unseen realm. Your task is not to bring it into being, but to align with it, to claim it as your own with conviction and faith. The act of claiming abundance as your present reality requires a new way of thinking. You must release the old patterns of waiting, hoping, and doubting. Instead, you step into the feeling of having it now. Feel the joy of already possessing it. Feel the gratitude as if it has already been delivered. This feeling is the key. It bridges the unseen and the seen, the imagined and the manifested. When you say, "It is already mine," you are not lying to yourself or denying your current circumstances. You are acknowledging a higher truth, one that goes beyond appearances. The physical world is a reflection of your inner state. As you hold the conviction that abundance is already yours, the external world must rearrange itself to match that belief. But this is not a passive process. Claiming something as yours means embodying it. Walk, speak, and act as though you are already living in the reality you desire. This is not pretending, it is living in alignment with the truth of your inner vision. Your actions become the evidence of your faith, and your faith moves mountains. You'll understand that abundance is not something to be earned or achieved, it is your natural state. The universe is infinitely abundant, and you are a part of it. There is no separation between you and the source of all creation. When you claim that abundance is already yours, you are stepping into harmony with this eternal truth. Hold these words close to your heart. It is already mine. Let them become the foundation of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. When you truly believe this, your life will transform, and you will realize that abundance has always been yours. I see only possibilities. This statement is not just a perspective, it is a way of life, a mindset that transforms how you interact with the world. To see only possibilities is to choose hope over fear, expansion over limitation, and faith over doubt. It is an act of conscious creation, where you deliberately focus your attention on what can be, rather than what appears to stand in your way. Life is filled with challenges. But these challenges are not meant to defeat you, they are meant to reveal your strength, your creativity, and your capacity to grow. When you see obstacles as insurmountable, you give them power over you. You place yourself in a position of helplessness, feeling as though life is happening to you rather than through you. But the moment you shift your focus from obstacles to possibilities, everything changes. What once seemed like a barrier becomes a doorway, inviting you to step into a greater version of yourself. Possibilities exist everywhere, even in the darkest moments. The human mind has a remarkable ability to create meaning and solutions when it is aligned with the right focus. Consider the countless stories of individuals who turned adversity into opportunity, a failed business sparking a revolutionary idea, a heartbreak leading to a profound self-discovery, or a setback becoming the foundation for a breakthrough. These are not rare exceptions, they are the natural outcomes of a mind that sees possibilities. When you choose to focus on possibilities, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. Abundance is not just about material wealth, it is a state of being where you recognize that life is constantly offering you opportunities to grow, create, and thrive. This shift in focus is like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly you see pathways and resources that were always there but hidden from view by fear and doubt. Seeing possibilities requires cultivating awareness. Start by paying attention to your thoughts. Are they filled with worry, self-criticism, and doubt? Or do they reflect hope, curiosity, and creativity? Your thoughts are the seeds of your reality. If you find yourself focusing on obstacles, gently redirect your mind. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What opportunity is hidden within this challenge? How can this situation serve me? These questions open the door to new perspectives and solutions. It also helps to surround yourself with people and environments that encourage possibility thinking. Spend time with those who uplift you, who see the best in you, and who inspire you to dream bigger. Engage in activities that stimulate your creativity, whether it's reading, brainstorming, or simply spending time in nature. Above all, practice gratitude. When you are thankful for what you have, you train your mind to see more of what is good, more of what is working, and more of what is possible. Gratitude is the foundation of abundance, and it opens your eyes to the infinite opportunities around you. To see only possibilities is to declare that you are a creator, not a victim. It is to affirm that no matter what life presents, you have the power to shape your reality. As you embrace this mindset, abundance will flow effortlessly, for you will have aligned yourself with the truth that life is, at its core, a field of endless possibilities. Gratitude is the secret to a life overflowing with abundance. When you cultivate a thankful heart, you align yourself with the frequency of wealth, joy, and fulfillment. Gratitude is not merely a polite gesture or fleeting emotion, it is a powerful force that shapes your reality. The simple act of giving thanks, even in the smallest moments, creates a ripple effect that multiplies the good in your life. Wealth in its truest sense is not confined to material possessions or financial gain. It is a state of richness in every area of life, relationships, health, opportunities, and peace of mind. When you are grateful, you are acknowledging the abundance that already exists around you. This recognition shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present. And where your focus goes, energy flows. By appreciating the blessings you already have, you create a magnet for more blessings to enter your life. Think of gratitude as planting seeds. Each time you express thanks, you are planting a seed of abundance. These seeds, nurtured by your appreciation, grow into a flourishing garden of wealth. The more you water them with consistent gratitude, the more they multiply. This is a universal principle that operates without fail. The energy you emit through gratitude is returned to you in kind, often in ways that exceed your expectations. One of the most profound effects of gratitude is the way it transforms your mindset. Instead of dwelling on scarcity or limitation, a grateful heart sees opportunities, solutions, and possibilities. This mental shift not only uplifts your spirit but also changes the way you interact with the world. When you radiate gratitude, you attract people, circumstances, and ideas that resonate with that energy. Others are drawn to the lightness and positivity of a thankful heart, and this can open doors you never imagined. Gratitude also builds a foundation of trust and faith. It affirms your belief that life is abundant and that you are supported in every way. Even in challenging times, gratitude allows you to see the silver lining. It reminds you that every experience carries a lesson or a blessing. This perspective is invaluable as it keeps you centered and hopeful, regardless of external circumstances. To harness the multiplying power of gratitude, start with what you have right now. Take a moment to acknowledge the simplest blessings: a roof over your head, a meal to enjoy, the beauty of nature, or the support of a loved one. Write these down, say them aloud, or meditate on them. The act of focusing on these gifts expands your awareness of how much you truly have, and this awareness creates room for even more to flow into your life. Gratitude is not passive, it is active. It asks you to give thanks not only for what you already see, but also for what is on its way. When you express gratitude for future blessings as though they are already here, you accelerate their arrival. This act of faith is a declaration to the universe that you trust in its abundance. A thankful heart is a wealthy heart. The more you give thanks, the more you realize how much there is to be thankful for. Gratitude multiplies wealth, not because it changes the external world, but because it changes you. It opens your eyes to the richness that surrounds you and invites even greater abundance to flow into your life effortlessly. To act as abundance is to embody the truth that you are already prosperous, regardless of external circumstances. This is not about pretending or putting on a facade, but about stepping into the feeling and mindset of wealth, fulfillment, and sufficiency. Your actions, when rooted in this state, create your reality. They align your inner world with the abundance you wish to experience outwardly. The way you move through life speaks volumes about your beliefs. If you act from a place of scarcity, fear, or limitation, you reinforce those conditions in your reality. But when you act as though you are already abundant, when you make decisions and take steps with confidence, generosity, and joy, you send a powerful signal to the universe. You declare, "I am ready to receive more because I already recognize and live in my abundance." Acting as abundance begins with a shift in perception. It requires you to let go of the belief that wealth is something external to be chased or earned. Instead, you embrace the understanding that abundance is a state of being, a vibration you carry within yourself. By embodying this state, you naturally attract circumstances, opportunities, and resources that reflect it. One of the most transformative ways to act as abundance is through generosity. When you give freely, whether it is your time, money, or energy, you affirm that you have more than enough. This act of giving signals to both your subconscious mind and the universe that you trust in the endless flow of resources. And as you give, you open yourself to receiving, often in ways that surpass your expectations. Your daily habits and choices are another way to embody abundance. Start by observing how you speak and think about wealth. Do your words reflect scarcity, or do they express gratitude and confidence? Speak as though you are already living your dream life. Dress, eat, and carry yourself in a way that aligns with the abundant version of yourself. This does not mean spending beyond your means, it means cultivating an energy of care and self-worth that mirrors the life you wish to create. Acting as abundance also involves cultivating a mindset of trust and faith. Trust that the resources, opportunities, and connections you need will come to you at the right time. Faith does not mean passivity, it means taking inspired action while believing in a favorable outcome. Each step you take in alignment with your vision reinforces your belief in its manifestation. In challenges or moments of doubt, remind yourself that abundance is not defined by temporary conditions. It is a deeper truth, rooted in your ability to create, to adapt, and to grow. Even in times of perceived lack, you have the power to act as abundance by focusing on what you do have and making the most of it. Acting as abundance is about living in alignment with your highest self. It is about embodying the energy of prosperity, joy, and gratitude in everything you do. When you act from this place, your reality cannot help but transform to match the abundant life you already claim as yours. To let go and trust is to step into the flow of life with confidence and peace. It is the act of releasing the need to control every detail of your journey and surrendering to the divine timing of the universe. This is not a sign of weakness or passivity, but a powerful declaration of faith in the infinite intelligence that governs all creation. Letting go and trusting is the key to aligning yourself with the abundance that is already yours. Holding on tightly, whether to specific outcomes, timelines, or methods, creates resistance. It stems from a belief in lack, a fear that if you do not orchestrate every detail, things will fall apart. But true abundance cannot be forced. It flows effortlessly when you align your energy with it. Letting go means releasing this resistance, allowing the natural unfolding of events, and trusting that the universe is always working in your favor. Trust is a choice, one that you make moment by moment. It begins with the recognition that you are not separate from the source of abundance. You are a part of it, a co-creator in its expression. When you trust, you affirm that the universe knows what is best for you and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't appear that way in the moment. Letting go also involves releasing attachments not just to material desires but to the fear and doubt that accompany them. When you cling to a specific outcome, you narrow the possibilities of what can come into your life. You might overlook greater blessings because you are fixated on something smaller. By letting go, you open yourself to receiving abundance in forms you may not have imagined, forms that often exceed your expectations. Trusting in divine timing requires patience and surrender. It asks you to quiet the restless mind that demands immediate results. Instead of obsessing over when and how your desires will manifest, focus on being present. Trust that what you seek is already on its way, and your role is to prepare yourself to receive it. This preparation is not about doing more, it is about being aligned with gratitude, peace, and the assurance of your worthiness. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful tools to cultivate this trust. Spend time each day connecting with your inner self, tuning out the noise of doubt and fear. In this stillness, remind yourself that the same force that moves the stars and grows the trees is guiding your life. Trust in its wisdom. Letting go and trusting does not mean abandoning action. It means taking inspired action while releasing the need to control the outcome. Do what feels aligned and purposeful. Then step back with the confidence that your efforts will bear fruit. When you let go and trust, you move from a place of anxiety to one of peace. You stop pushing and chasing and start allowing. In this space, abundance flows effortlessly, for you have aligned yourself with the rhythm of life. You have stepped into the truth that everything you desire is already on its way, waiting for you to welcome it with open hands and an open heart. In the journey toward abundance, the most powerful transformations begin within. Each step declaring your worthiness, claiming abundance as already yours, focusing on possibilities, cultivating gratitude, embodying abundance, and letting go with trust brings you closer to aligning with the infinite wealth that is your birthright. Abundance is not something you chase or hope for, it is a state of being that flows naturally when you recognize and embody its presence in your life. The universe responds to your energy, your beliefs, and your actions. When you step into the truth of abundance, live as though it is already yours, and release control to divine timing, you create a reality that mirrors your highest aspirations. Every thought, feeling, and choice matters. By choosing abundance, you welcome it into every corner of your existence. Thank you for allowing these words to inspire your journey. May you walk forward with confidence, peace, and the knowing that abundance is not just possible, it is inevitable.